Hey, I just want to say I was sick for a few days, and I also did get into another business program with a different business coach, and this seems amazing. And part of it is putting in, this is going to be about routines, like getting things done and behavior change and all this stuff. Okay, so in this business program, I just cleaned for 30 minutes, and I don't clean that consistently in a way that I should or could or would. And I just even vacuumed and did above and beyond, more than I've done in a long time. So part of this new business program is, I want to take a sip. And I'm not going to talk for long, max 10 minutes, because I'm going to shower and then I'm going to chill, watch TV, because I've been sick. I was laying in bed for 4 days, and then today I did work and I did walk. I feel so stiff from being in bed. Okay. Haven't cleaned, and cooking has felt like the hardest thing ever also. And I just made soup today, and it was delicious. And I made another soup on Sunday. So as part of this business program, it's all about becoming the CEO that you are. You are a business owner, you are a CEO, and this is how to scale up to seven-figure company. I forget what I said in the beginning of that. But yeah, this is setting up the foundation, and also how to become that kind of person. And the main thing and the first thing is you need to take care of yourself and your life first. So your personal cadences is what they're called, and putting in cleaning and cooking, going to the grocery store, gym, rest, personal time, putting those in your calendar first, because you need to do those things to keep the momentum going in your business, especially when your energy and your mindset is everything, especially as a coach and on social media. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've probably talked about it before, but my vibe is everything, and my energy and ability to be present and feel good, sleep good, all this kind of stuff. So I think 2026 is going to be the year of bringing structure back into my life, because 2025 was a lot about expression and creativity and flowing and just doing whatever. But if I'm really honest with myself, a lot of the time I find myself thinking, oh, I should do this, or should I do this now or later? Oh, do I have time to do this right now? Oh, I need to clean, but when? I need to cook, but I don't really want to right now. It's a lot of negotiating with myself, which I listened to this podcast about routines, and this was a game changer. It was saying how going to the gym is not a habit. I'm so stiff. Sorry, I'm moving around. I need to do yoga. But let me see if I can spit this out. So going to the gym, because I want to remember this, and I know that some of you are going to benefit from it too. Going to the gym is not a habit. Waking up and putting your gym clothes on immediately is a habit. Putting your shoes on and walking out the door is a habit. And putting on your seatbelt is a habit, because a habit is something that you can literally do without thinking about. So because you're not gonna wake up 3 miles into a run and be wait, how did I get here? That was the example from the podcast. So for me, okay, so they said in the podcast that going to the gym is not a habit, but when you've been doing it for so long, then you stop negotiating with yourself of whether or not you're going to go, and you just go with less resistance. And that's how I feel about the gym and movement, walking, gym, whatever. I do it, no question. I'm an athlete, it's attached to identity too, and I do it without that negotiation. But cooking is something I have a lot of negotiation about. Same with cleaning. And apparently it can take like 5 years to completely get past that, where it's just like, this is just something that you do without the negotiation. And like my parents cook and clean, like my mom cooks, and my parents both clean without that negotiation. And I'm just like, oh, why don't I not do that? Oh, well, because they have been doing it kind of like for me, and my brothers do it without negotiation too. So like I haven't like had to. And I have had phases where like when I was living at home after college, I was cooking and cleaning all the time, but I think I haven't had enough practice on my own without anybody. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason. Also, this is my first year living alone. For whatever reason, I have the negotiation still going on, and I need to cut that out by just practicing. So what I'm doing is, one, I'm thinking about the habit that I could form, because I think likewise, just like going to the gym is not a habit, cleaning is not a habit. But what I was thinking is, if I see like dishes or like if I see some mess, I can set the kitchen timer for 10 minutes and turn on the sink if I need to do dishes, because the hot water takes a minute to heat up. That is a habit that like I can do with no resistance, and like, oh, I just click it and I go for 10 minutes. And usually everything is cleaned up by the end of that 10. So that's the new habit I'm forming. And then for the personal cadences, so I want to start living by my Google Calendar. So I put in like things I'm gonna do, and right now I have from 6 to 6:30, I clean every day. And this is the first day, because I wasn't sick, I like actually cleaned for 30 minutes, and that's just what I do. I'm gonna just do that every day at 6 o'clock. And yeah. Anyway, going back to the business thing, it was saying basically like you need to step up, and like you have to hit your personal cadences, then hit your business cadences. And there are certain things for the business that you're gonna do every day too. And it's so freaking fun, because being a business owner and a CEO is like so, it's so much you, like you and the business, you and your work are kind of combined. So like in the morning, it's like, how are you feeling? What do you need to do today? Like, what's stopping you? Like, it's very reflective and like just kind of objective, like looking at the numbers, like let's freaking go. And I'm really excited for this, because all of this it's the combination of structure and creativity, and like this structure will allow me to flow and be creative in like my posts and this, and where I go with my business and how I show up for my clients. And it's just going to clear up brain space too, and it reduces the decision fatigue also, because I think I already said in this pod or in this video that a lot of the time I'd be like, oh, should I clean now, or I should, whatever. Like all of that in my head, I don't need to think about anymore. Like it's taken care of. It's on the calendar, and I just implement. And another thing I was thinking about, like I used to be extremely structured. I'm like a little bit extreme. So I used to be very structured, like doing this like since I was 12. Like even in the summers, like I'm gonna work, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna do whatever. And then I remember the first year at work, I was talking to somebody I worked with, and they're like, do you ever wake up and like not know what you're gonna do that day? And I was like, that sounds terrifying. Like I would be so anxious if I had no plan at all. And I've done so much work so that now I would be fine if I had no plans for the rest of ever. Like I could just float around, like flow. But I'm realizing like, you know what? I do want to like, that's great if I'm like being taken care of in certain ways, cooking, cleaning. But it's funny because I'm flowing and still hitting my workouts, and I'm still getting my work done. So we're just gonna add in these like non-negotiables, these personal cadences of cleaning and cooking, for example, so that I can still float through life, knowing that those are taken care of. Because I've felt so like flowy, even though I'm getting certain things done, and I'm like still showing up for work, and I'm still showing up for the gym and stuff, and my appointments and everything. So it's just like adding some in for those areas of life that cause that mental debate, or like create that decision fatigue, because I'm like, when am I going to do this? And yeah. Okay. I've also been thinking about dread and how cooking and cleaning I feel a lot of like dread around it sometimes. Like, just, it's the last thing that I want to do ever. And I'm like, how the heck do I get myself to do this? Like, I do not want to do any part of it. I don't want to think of it. I don't know. Like, I don't want to think of what to make, whatever. And I've seen some videos and maybe some podcasts too about, it was in the podcast also. But dread can be a normal part of the process in the beginning. Like, just like the gym, I go there and I don't have the negotiation, but like, I don't always feel like going to the gym, but I know I'm going to go whether I feel like it or not. Cooking and cleaning can get to that point too, where like, I'm not always going to feel like it, but I know I'm going to do it, and I show up for myself, and then I'll always be happy that I did. And this can apply to social events too. And in the podcast, I'm gonna have to link it below on routines with this, I think, psychologist that was on. But they were talking about, I think she said, it's like, you have to go to your room. Like, if you get in trouble as a kid and you have to go to the room, it's like, you can stomp the entire way there, but you're going to your room. Like, but be as mad as you want. Stomp up, slam the door, but like, it's time for a timeout. That's basically how you can view these things, like the gym and cooking, cleaning, whatever you don't want to do. Like, you don't have to go, but you're going. Same with work. I did not want to go to work today because I've taken, it's been like many days off because I was sick, and I was like anxious about going back, and I didn't even know if my brain was going to work because I feel like I have COVID, and I thought I had brain fog. But yeah, I did it, and yeah, it's all about like showing up for yourself the same way that you show up for your job. Like, how can you have that same level of like, you're doing this? Like, no, we're actually gonna do that today. And it all, like, I think will build momentum, make you feel better and more confident, because confidence is about like putting coins in the confidence bank, or like votes for the person that you want to be. Like, every time you do something, it's like, yeah, I am that person. I am that CEO. I am that like adult. I just called my brother. I was like, this program is just gonna make me step up until the next level of like having my shit together, being an adult, that I haven't had in a while. I've had phases in life that I do this, but I think since COVID, because I like don't see anyone some days, and chill out people who are like, some people in my life think that just because I do YouTube, I don't see people in person. And my brother, his response to that is like, do you realize how much time people spend on their phones, on video games, on TV? Like, I don't commute. Like, there's so much time in the day. Like, when I say I don't see anybody, I do see people daily, pretty much. But because I'm not going into an office, I don't know, I just have felt less structure and like sense of like adult responsibility, or like adulting. And this, I feel like, is going to make me step up in a way that feels really good. Because what I was going to start saying is, I used to be like so on top of my stuff, like in college and the first few years of working, aka the first year or two before COVID. But yeah. Okay, last things, I just think everything is a skill, and behavior change itself is a skill. And I'm just like feeling good and invigorated and excited about like figuring out these tweaks for becoming this like next version of myself, this next level. Because yeah, it's all behavior change. And I was just thinking like, and this video I just watched from this coaching program was about like the best like business people recalibrate, I think is the word, faster than other people, like be able to like adjust, because this is like nothing new, but you always have to like recalibrate and like figure out what's going to be like best for you now, like what things you're going to do when, and like what's the best system to get you there, kind of thing. And this is what I want to help my clients with too. So yeah, this kind of stuff, and also because I was thinking, like, I'm struggling so much, like, and this is like, is this what I'm helping my clients with? Well, yes, I can help my clients with this. And also, I am really, really good, like, no questions asked. I don't know if this is, yeah, my brain is not working. I need to stop this. But I was thinking, like, what is super easy for me is creating a big goal and a vision, like going after it with like the steps and breaking down the steps so it seems manageable and exciting to get through a certain thing, like running a marathon, or like starting my business and posting every day, or yeah, like putting myself out there with that, or going to acupuncture school, or moving to California, or going on a trip or something. Like, I'm good at like going after a really big goal and like making that my reality, but I'm good at managing everything along the way, but I am tweaking that and getting better about the routines and stuff. And the better I'm able to like get my own routines down, the better I'm able to support my clients so that when they're going to their big goal, they can like feel good along the way too, if that makes sense. Okay, I gotta stop, but I think that's it. My name is Emily. Catch me on Instagram at How I Live My Life. Thanks for coming along to this little vlog. To this vlog. I'm gonna post this unedited, and see you soon. Adios.